Well, welcome along to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 16 now of this live stream where I am managing Bayern Munich. And well, there's only one goal for the save now, and that's to try and win the Champions League. I've won everything else in Germany, just the Champions League to win. However, recent results have not been that great, and we have just got beat by Manchester City in the Champions League 2-1. It was at the Etihad, and they have gone top of the Champions League stage because of that. Anyway, let's jump into the game and see where we're up to. Yeah, there, as you can see there, Manchester City top of the shop, 5 played, 13 points. We are in second place on 12, but then there are 4 teams on 12: Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Barcelona, and Dortmund. If we just go back to the fixture schedule, and like I say, results have been a little bit up and down this season. I have gone 2 up top, and I am trying 1 or 2 new little bits and pieces, but it's been a little bit indifferent, if I'm honest. Draw against Mainz 05 there, not great. Got beat by Stuttgart. Eintracht Frankfurt was a 2-2. So I think we should just get into playing some football, because, like I say, the main goal of this now is to. I mean, if you've not watched any of these live streams, in fact, if you didn't watch the last live stream, well, the last live stream, I did say that I was going to instant result all the games apart from the Champions League games. We have got Fiorentina left, one of my former teams, in the live stream, Salzburg and FC Porto. So Schalke's away. The last 2 games are both at home, and in between we've got the DFB Pokal. But we have won the German Cup, so I don't know whether I'm going to be too bothered about that one. So let's just bob the game on and let's get through to a Champions League game and see where we go. Right, okay, let's just keep moving this on. We have got the German winter break coming up, so that'll be a lot of button clicking to get through that. I may well holiday through it, actually. Okay, so more Champions League games have been played there. Okay, let's just keep. Yeah, so I am trying something a little bit. I am playing quite a narrow tactic, and I don't know whether last season when we won the Europa League, yeah, Bayern Munich were in the Europa League last season, but I think we did. Was it the treble last season, or was that the season before? No, I think last season. I think we did the domestic treble, but we got knocked out of the Champions League. That's right, by Arsenal. Um, okay, let's just keep moving this through. Let's try and get through to this first game. I have found that my PSG save that goes up on YouTube as well. I'm doing the same thing in that I'm instant resulting and then just playing the Champions League games. But there's an awful lot of button clicking goes on, and it's a little bit boring and time consuming, if I'm honest. Let's see whether we can get a result out of the Schalke game before we head into the Champions League. Champions League game number 6 it will be, won't it? Hiya Stevie, how are you doing, mate? How's your weekend been? I suppose you'll be very, very happy, won't you, with the 1-0 win for Scotland? I have to say, I mean, I haven't watched any of the games at the moment. I've watched a few highlights, but I've watched the crowd reaction, the Scotland. I mean, I dare anybody to have a crowd that's more passionate than Scottish fans. They are just incredible. Absolutely incredible. You know, they're like the 12th man, aren't they, the Scotland fans? Right, okay, so we've got Bastion, Toppenberg, Mora, Musiala. I think we more or less got a full strength team out there. Delighted we were terrible on the night, but who cares? Well, I mean, you know, I think first results, I mean, we've seen that in quite a few. I mean, Spain have only drawn today, haven't they? So you would have expected them to tonk, was it Cape Verde or something? But they haven't done. I think first games, it's all about getting acclimatised. And as long as you get the 3 points, the first game in there is, in fact, I think getting out of the group stage, if you can just scrape yourself through it, then the competition really ramps up then, doesn't it? But yeah, if I was a Scotsman, I'd be absolutely delighted with the passion that the fans showed. Absolutely stunning. Right, let's just get this FC Schalke game out of the way. Who's playing tonight? Oh, I've got Saudi Arabia in our sweepstake, so and they're playing tonight, aren't they? Okay, let's instant result list and see how we do. Who are they? Who are they playing tonight? Saudi Arabia are playing Uruguay. Okay, that's weird because they've got that down at. Okay, they're all right. They're doing it by groups. Also, it's Belgium and Egypt, an 8 o'clock kickoff. I mean, that'll probably be a very, very interesting game. That. Okay, 2-0 win there. Both goals by Musiala. That's okay. Keeps us on top there, or puts us top. I can't remember what the situation was with the league. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so when have we got the next? Okay, so we're playing Fiorentina, one of my old teams. So let's put a few rest days in there, and we'll take it from there, I think. Training, we'll give them 3 days because that was more or less a full team that I played there against Schalke. Okay, let's move this on. Let's get into this game with Fiorentina. Very interesting game, this actually, for me personally, because obviously I used to manage Fiorentina in the live stream. So, very, very interesting game. Is it in it? I can't remember now whether it's in this save or in the PSG save, but I've been offered the Spain and Italy jobs in one of the two. I can't remember which one it is now. It might be the Bayern Munich one. Obviously, I won't be doing that because I response required Al Marla, yeah. I think we'll try to find a new club for him. Let's do that. I mean, it's fair dues. I'm not playing with wingers now, and he's a winger, out and out winger. So I've changed the system a little bit. What's he worth? 59 mil. They've got a ticket price of 59 mil. So that probably equate to about 18 million. Then we'll get offers of about 18 million for him, I would have thought. Fiorentina, I think, are just outside the. I've got into the Champions League final 2 league games left. And then it's a big one. Nice. Very good. Yeah, Fiorentina are scrapping to get into that top 8. So it's at their place. I don't expect this to be an easy game, really. Inter are always there or thereabouts, though, aren't we? I tend to always get them in the Champions League. I don't think I've ever managed Inter Milan. In fact, I haven't. Who've who've you got in the final then, Stevie? Is it an English Premier League club? Okay, the game is coming up. Let's see whether we can turn Fiorentina over or not. I have to say I have got some concerns, just little niggling doubts because results have not been amazing. Have a guess they're Spanish and playing white. Oh my God. You can't win, can you? You can't win. Right, okay. So Striker Brown has got that broken leg, so we can forget him. I think we go into this game as we are. Let's give it a save. Let's go into this game against Fiorentina. It's quite warm here tonight. The heat seems to have built up a little bit. It's not heat, but it's just the way I live in a flat, and the way these flats are heated is a bit bonkers. They have heating pipes running through every flat, and they never turn them off. So I've got all mine insulated. Radiators are all off, but you do get a bit of residual heat. And when it's summer, you don't need too much heat outside for it to become absolutely blisteringly hot. Right, okay, let's see whether we can sort of if Fiorentina playing in the purple shirts. Let's see if we can turn them over. So it's Fiorentina with the ball. So one or two of these players I should know reasonably well, I think. And we're losing 1-0 already. Montoro. Okay, 2 minutes on the clock, and we are losing 1-0 already. I'm wondering if it's a bit too narrow, this. I mean, I've gone with like the two up top, but I am wondering whether we need some width in the team. Okay, that early goal by Fiorentina has really done the job for them. No more highlights. They're doing a good job of keeping us out. And not great, is it really? Come up to half time. I'm keep giving demand more, but okay, Fort now. More a nice ball out on that, and it's not a nice ball at all. Okay, we're not playing well. This is not good. I'm not. I said it in the last stream. You get a gut feeling, don't you, about whether you're playing well or not? And we're definitely not playing well. Mora in the back of that. Is that going to get flagged? The referee's got his finger in his ear, as per usual. Oh, it has been awarded. Okay, so we're going in at half time, potentially having got ourselves back into the game. Right, okay, so Mora did keep himself on side. Okay. Let's give him a disappointed. I have had a look at this today, and I did wonder whether I should maybe go back to this because this was very successful last season. But I'm not quite sure what to do. Or whether even to go to wingers and play to just give us a little bit of width. Attacking width. Let's go wider. Let's try playing with wingers and see if that makes us a little bit more dynamic. Douay will have to come on that side though. Have we got a playmaker in there? Vieira is the playmaker. Right, let's give that a bit of a go. At the moment, I don't, the way that we're playing, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. And obviously, there's only one goal now. It's very, very, very important we win the Champions League. And I just can't see us winning the Champions League as we are. Right, okay, so when we should have been going for the second goal, we've actually conceded a second. Um, it's all Fiorentina, isn't it? It's all Fiorentina. All you can do is click buttons, can't you? It's once you've clicked that button, then it's out of your hands. Oh, Dewey's picked it up though. Is he going to put this? Where's he going to put this? Keeper makes a great save. Canasetti, of course, very, very good goalkeeper. Okay, let's make some more changes. Let's bring Almal can come on that side. We'll bring Fernandez on up top, and Shishon can come on in midfield. Yeah, I really honestly didn't believe we would lose this game. I know we're not playing at the top of our game, but I didn't think we'd lose this game. We are going to lose this game, aren't we? If we're not careful here, if we don't keep the momentum going, we're not even going to get in the top 8. Right, who can we... let's bring Elise on there. Hi, Cameron. How are you doing, mate? Running into 4 minutes of time added on, and we are going to go down at my former club, Fiorentina. We're going to go down 2-1. So that is very, very poor indeed. So that's the last 2 Champions League games now. I mean, losing against Manchester City, fair dues, but yeah, not bad, Cameron. Not bad at all. Yeah, I've had a very, very good weekend. Very good weekend indeed. Yeah, we had our tournament on Saturday, and then on Sunday, my niece and nephew came up, so we went out for a meal, so that was quite nice. Right, okay, so once again, we're very angry about that. Let's just have a look at this now. Is there any danger here? 11 points, 12 points. Yeah, there's a great danger of us not getting into... Our form now is poor. Very, very, very poor indeed. So there is a great danger if we don't get results in the last 2 games, we won't finish in the top 8. Okay, we've got Wolfsburg, and then we've got it's that DFB Pokal, isn't it? Yeah. Or we already don't play the Champions League games now until near the end of January. Right, okay. So when is the next game now? On the 10th. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Bayern Munich. Who do you play last two games? It's Porto and Salzburg and Porto, both at home. But I mean, if you look at these results here, this team is far, far, far from. If this was, let's say I was managing, let's say Fiorentina, for instance, this run of results, it would be bad, but it's like, okay, it's Fiorentina. We have to cut our cloth, don't we? So it's Fiorentina. We'll take it. We're still in the top 8 and we're top of the Bundesliga. This is Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich should be doing so much better than this. I just don't. I can't put my finger on what's wrong. There is something wrong. I've known that for 2 or 3 live streams now. There is definitely something wrong. On your away from home. Away, 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 away. Well spotted. Well spotted. Oh, we did go to Feyenoord and win 4-1. And, okay, Magdeburg. Don't suppose you can count that one, really. But you are right. All the bad results are away from home. Desiree Dewey is now out for 5 to 6 weeks. Do I have any money to spend? Oops, wrong one. 21 million. Did I hold on a minute. Did I oh. I've got Mastantuono coming in, haven't I? Mastantuono's coming in January. Right, okay. Yeah. Um so your tactic is fine at home, but maybe needs tweaked away from home. Right, so we have got yeah, so we don't play those 2 Champions League games now till the end of January. So I've got 3. I've got 4 games now before the winter break. So we're playing Wolfsburg at home next. Right, so we're going to need to win this game to stay on top of the Bundesliga as well. Um, five, two. Two for Bastion, one for Toppenberg, two for Mora. So that does put us back on top. Next game is on the 13th. I have a mental block about that. I always go to transfer. Don't know why. Yeah, we won the tournament on Saturday, which was quite nice. Very pleased for my two grandsons. Right, so we've dropped down to 7th now. Okay. Newcastle have 10 points. So if Newcastle win their game, potentially we could drop down to 8th as well. I don't know what to do. The other problem I've got as well is that I had three strikers, but Striker Brown's broken his leg. So Bastion and Toppenberg, if I play two strikers, I'm having to play every single game. Which is, I mean, they're both scoring goals, but it's not ideal because if one of them gets injured, well, I've got Fernandez, haven't I suppose? Right, let's do a little bit of. Do we do a bit of rest? We know Champions League games coming up. No, let's rotation, not rest. It's instant result, that one. 8-1. See, we're tearing up though. Look at Bastion scored 5 goals there. We're tearing up the Bundesliga. But coming to the Champions League, I cannot believe we just got beat by Fiorentina. One of the reasons I left Fiorentina was that I thought I'd taken them as far as I could, and I didn't think I would be beating teams like Bayern Munich. And yet switch teams and the AI controls Fiorentina and they're beating us. Okay, another 3 days. So we've got Karlsruhe in the next round of the DFB Pokal, right? So Newcastle did win their game. So that pushes us down to 8th position now. That is pretty dire, isn't it, really? Who do we play? We're playing Salzburg, aren't we? Salzburg and Porto. Salzburg are 33rd at the moment. They've won 1 out of the last 5. And Porto have won 2 out of the last 5. Bastion blitzes goal record for goals in a game. Where's this next game? Away at Augsburg. I mean, we should be winning that, to be fair, shouldn't we? Right, okay, so Dortmund only drew. Oh, they're the only one that's played. Stuttgart are on 31. So we could extend our lead a little bit. 2 points to Stuttgart. Could extend our lead a little bit. Not that the league is a consideration, but momentum and all that, I don't know. Right, let's bring Bailey in for a run out. Um, it's got crucial injuries there, aren't we? Let's bring Diamande in. And of course I let Brown go, didn't I? So not ideal. Let's play, we'll put Sheesh on there. And let's do a little bit of rotation. We're instant result in this, aren't we? Three 0 win. Okay, last game before the, oh, it's 23rd. Right, okay. Last game before the winter break. Well, it's a quiet night tonight. Hiya, Craig. How are you doing, mate? It's a very small crew tonight. Very small indeed. I've only got 29 clicks on my analysis screen. Bastian draws interest from Barcelona. I'm not surprised. He's a very, very good player. As the Belgium game kicked off. What's our, yeah, 10 minutes in. When's Mora's contract run out? Oh, it expires 190 days, does it? Right, okay. New Wolves head coach confirmed today, Cesar. Right, okay. Is that good news, Craig? Elise, Mora, and the goalkeeper, no. Not too bothered about Elise, really. One thing I have realised is that it's not exactly exciting, is it, when you're instant resulting games? Not sure, I'm just embracing the madness. Okay, this is the last game before Christmas. Let's stick Fernandez up top. We'll bring back Saliba, can come back in. Bernal can come. Bernal can play there, I think. Let's bring Bock in for a game, just to keep players fit, really. Fort can come back in. Put Elmar there. Karabashvili there. Right, let's go with that. Instant result again. We'll have to holiday forward as well after this game to get over the German winter break. Five 0 win. Bastion, my word, he scored another 3 goals. Gordon Bennett. Right, okay, so let me just have a quick look at all this. And we will go to, right, when's the first game now? So it's Freiburg, 13th of January. So if we come back on the 10th, come back on the 10th. Bump, 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 bump. Choose 35 January the 10th. Okay. Well, I think we're breaking a few records tonight. This is the quietest live stream that I think I've ever done. 32 clicks, and I've been on 50 minutes. Winter transfer window coming up. Yeah, yeah. But we've got Mastantuono coming in though in January. Mastantuono's coming in. I mean, there are quite a few teams after a few of my players, so we might get some buffoonery here that I don't really need. I just want to get this Champions League sorted out, but I'm not really too bothered about not too bothered about doing a transfer window. There's going to be a lot of emails to sort through. What does he do, Mastantuono? He can play. He can play right across like the front three. He can play attacking mid. I have had him before, and he's a very, very good player. But I was playing last time I had him. I was playing a winger system. But he can deputise or even be first choice for the attacking mid role. Of course, see, January will slow down now, won't it? There'll be loads of transfer stuff going on, so this is not ideal when you want to move the save on a little bit. I've just noticed that it's going through. Franco Mastantuono is injured already. It's only the 7th of January, and Mastantuono is injured already. Champions League final heads to extra time. 0-0 after 90 minutes. It's a bit of a nail biter, Stevie. Right, okay, let's run through all of this stuff then. Play of the week, Dylan Bastian, right? 1.2 mil. Bastian happy to stay. Should think he is. I've not heard him whinging. Bastian is a Manchester City target. Yeah, I've offered a contract to Mora, so that should be okay. So Mora's claimed player of the year. That's very nice. Real Madrid after Bastian now. So the signing of Mastantuono was confirmed on the 1st, and by the 7th, he's injured. Paris Saint-Germain make 67 million. You're joking. All right, the offer for Bastian has been withdrawn. Well, I've never seen that before. That's flipped, isn't it then? So Bastian's agent indicated his client would be either Chelsea or remaining at the club. And I don't really want to lose him. Has he got any clauses? Oh, he's got a minimum fee release clause of 300 million. Right, that's okay. So the Bayern Munich board have reduced the available. Right, okay. I mean, that's the other thing as well. I've spent a lot of money on this Bayern Munich team for us to be not that great. Right, AC Milan want him. Elmar, 41 mil. I mean, so what have they done now to my transfer budget? Oh, I've got none then, basically, and I'm 400k in the red. Well, he's got a tag price of 55 mil, so I would say give us 40. Right, rejecting that. Chelsea make the best. Reject that. Mastantuono, 3 to 12 days. Oh, Bayern Munich Chiefs are worried that they may lose Gobby Gaffer when his contract is up at the end of the season. Okay. Karolashvili's out. Right, send him home. Okay, what's the fitness on my players like? Right, we're all looking okay. Karashvili all of a sudden is a 4-star player. What's gone on there? 1-2-0 in extra time. Well done, Stevie. Well done. Nice. So what kind of tactic and formation did you use for that then, Stevie? I mean, I know there's tweaks and everything, but just the basic guideline. Because clearly I've got some learning to do for Champions League football. Diamande is injured now. Fort's injured now. That's 3 weeks. Okay, Striker Brown is back in training. That's got to be good news. I think I've made a bit of a mistake here. I've made the squad too small because we've got quite a few injuries now. Mastantuno's out, Doué's out, Fort's out, Karolashvili is back. Right, okay, so we'll have to bring tape in there then. And injured fitness Doué and Striker Brown both on fitnesses. Let's bring Toppenberg back up front. Mora in there. And 4-2-3-1. When I got the job, they had a very good side. I only needed to add a couple of good centre backs and a centre mid to really kick on. 4-2-3-1. I must admit, I was before, because I created this before with those two out there as a 4-2-3-1, and I kind of wondered to myself whether I was getting a bit inconsistent results because I wasn't playing the 4-2-3-1, which obviously the game loves. Hmm. Karashvili on that side. Right, I think that is a decent side to put out. Got Doué on the bench as well. Let's bring him in for Fernandez. Let's do that. Okay, Sport Club Freiburg. Instant result coming up. That took a while, didn't it? Bastian, my word, what is it with Bastian? Another 2 goals. That's madness. Gordon Bennett, is he kicking on in the Bundesliga? Did I sign him or was he here already? No, I didn't sign him. I didn't sign him. He was here already. 71 million we paid for him. Absolutely bonkers. He's a bloody goal machine, isn't he? Oh, Musiala's injured now. Okay. Let's have a look now. Saved it recently. Yes, I have. Yeah, I saved it before the Freiburg game. Right, we've got 3 home games on the trot now: Bremen, Leipzig, and Salzburg. I suppose there is much point in asking for subscribers. The click rate tonight is the worst it's ever been. I mean, if there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed, it does help the channel if you subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. I am aiming for 2,000 by the time FM27 comes out. 71 million Bayern paid for him, and you got offered less than that for him earlier, even though it's improved. How does that work? Yeah, Steve, it's yeah, I mean, I mean, if you look at him, Bastian, what's he? He's on. We're just in January. He scored 27 goals, six assists, and on a 7.74. He's an absolute goal machine, isn't he? Absolute goal machine. But like you say, an insulting offer. I think when I gave him the new contract, that's why I put a buyout clause of 300 million in there, because I thought, nobody's going to pay that. So what's this? Fernandez, 60 million. No, I'm rejecting all offers. I don't want to reduce the size of the squad anymore because we don't have any money anyway, so there's no point. That needs fixing, yeah, amongst a lot of other things, Craig. The whole transfer system needs fixing. The valuations, the offers, it all needs fixing, doesn't it? Yeah, it all needs fixing. I kind of feel like, though, I mean, I don't know, you know me, I'm one for conspiracy theories and stuff, and I don't know whether that will ever get fixed. I kind of feel like it's one of those things that Sports Interactive put in the game deliberately to wind you up, to be very computer gamey. It's another boss, isn't it? Really, it's kind of akin to a computer boss. So I do wonder whether it will ever get fixed. I don't think Sports Interactive look on it like we do. We look at it and say that's silly, but they want silly things in the game because it's a computer game. It's like I've said before, so the 12-year-olds can go to school on a Monday morning and say, you'll never guess what happened in Football Manager over the weekend, and they can all have a 12-year-old chuckle about it. And I don't think it'll ever get fixed. I really don't. But you know me, who knows? Right, Massenton is still injured. And Due is on a fitness. Due can play in the middle there. I mean, once again, I brought Mastantuono in to give me some more options, and as soon as he comes in, he's in. So I've not got those options even now, even though I brought him in. It's I don't know. Let's go with I will put Dewey in for Musiala. Do I have an option? Fernandez can come in for him. Yeah, I've screwed up here. This squad's nowhere near big enough, and I think the game knows it. So, I mean, like Mastantuono, Fort, and Musiala all out injured now, and three very important players who would more or less be starting every game. So I think the game knows that my squad's a bit under strength. I think I have to hold my hands up there. I think I've screwed up a little bit. Tappenberg, by the way, and Bastian, both 5-star players. Okay, let's give that a save. Instant result, that one. Werder Bremen. How's the game going on? 1-0 to Egypt. Really? Oh my God. What is going on in this World Cup? It's weird, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't seem that many years ago where Egypt would have been like, oh yeah, playing it, we'll beat them 8-0. But now all of these, what you would call, I don't know what you would call them now. You can't call them minnows anymore because they're all very, very good, technically good teams, aren't they? There's just no guaranteed results in the World Cup at all. Bastion once again, what a surprise, 1-0. Okay, that's I think we're going to need a few dodgy results from Stuttgart and Dortmund, but Musala, I don't know who scored. Let's have a look. No, Ashore, 19 minutes. Ashore. Right, I need to get through to this Champions League game, and it's a bit boring. It's a bit boring. Match day, fixture schedule. Okay, we've got Leipzig next. Right, okay. Right, well, let's just look at this. Okay, apparently we got bragging rights there. Well, we can't afford to drop points in these last two Champions League games. We cannot afford that at all. And I don't know whether if we do get through for the last 16, DeBas, no, we don't want that. Long for Bot, we don't want that. And I don't know whether I might have to rethink my tactic and formation. In fact, I don't even know whether I should be rethinking it now. Because what I'm doing is not particularly working, is it really? Salah assist, was it? Right. I mean, we're doing okay in the Bundesliga. There's no doubt about that. So even if I went to a 4-2-3-1, the two players who would play on the left-hand side, either Musiala or Mastantuono, are both out injured anyway. I mean, I could play El Mala out there. Unless I play the setting tactic when we're away from home in the Champions League, which is a bit more of a defensive tactic. Bundesliga is weird, isn't it? We always seem to have played a game more than everybody else. Leipzig are 5th. You've got to have those two strikers on the pitch, though. Yeah. Yeah, so I couldn't play a 4-2-3-1 if I wanted to, could I? Um, can Mora play in the middle? No, I can't. 4-2-2-2. Right, let's bring Saliba back in for this one because I think this might be a bit of a tough game. I mean, I know I'm not. I know I'm not concentrating on the Bundesliga, but it is in the back of my mind. Right, let's go into the game with that. I think we may well lose this one because they are challenging Leipzig. They're in the top 5, so okay, 3-3. Right, okay, so we got so these last two games are at home, Salzburg and Porto. Good point that for Leipzig. You have the players for a 4-2-2-2, yeah. Right, we've got Mastantuono back. I mean, look at this here. How mad is that? So who's coded that in? That Fiorentina are after Bastion. Who's coded that in? Because clearly at 24, 5-star player, he's one of the best strikers in the world. Who's coded that in? Yeah, to be honest, thinking about that, that's a good point actually, because what's his so how is the game working this out then? So we paid 71 million for him. I mean, all the time I played Football Manager, it's very, very rare I get 5-star players. He's a 5-star striker who is scoring goals for fun. He's top class. And yet they've only added 7 million onto his tag price. That figure there, that figure should be 250 million. Should be. So why are they not? I don't get it at all. I really don't get it. You left them in good nick, clearly. Yeah, I mean, you know, on one hand, it's very nice to see that a former team is doing very well. And they've just beaten us, haven't they, in the Champions League? So it's very, very nice. But I mean, you know, if you were looking in real life, if you were looking in football, and you were managing Fiorentina and you got offered the Bayern Munich job, that would be a massive step up, wouldn't it? Massive. And yet, it's not working out like that, is it? Really? Yeah, I mean, I suppose if there is a silver lining there, then obviously I did a decent job at Fiorentina. Right, okay, so we're looking for Leipzig, Liverpool, Barcelona, and Villarreal. In fact, there's quite a few teams who could overtake us if we don't win this. I mean, do you think we do go 4-2-2-2? See, Doué is a much better player out wide. What footed are they? So he's okay left. They're both okay. Okay, Mastantuono is... I mean, that kind of helps me out with Mastantuono a little bit. Musiala is coming back in again. Fort is still out injured. Let's just do the both. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be against doing that, I don't think. Right, let's... Hiya, Trev. How's it going, mate? Is it half time in that game? Half time, Egypt winning 1-0. So what's Belgium's lineup? De Bruyne's in there, Doku's in there, Trossard. Right, okay, we did a save there, didn't we? Let's go to the match. I'm not telling you to play it, don't want the blame. It's okay, Stevie. Nobody's getting the blame for this apart from me. I kind of think I've screwed up a little bit here. I've not got enough strength in depth. I think what I've done is I've sacrificed squad depth for what I think are top line players. And I have got a few of those, but the squad depth is not great because clearly the game wants to chuck quite a lot of injuries at me to important players. And okay, we cannot afford anything other than, or they've started with an injured player. That's bad news. We can't afford anything other than a win in this one. We have to win this game. Have to win it. To be honest, a 4-2-2 does suit this a lot better because Doué's not really a central midfield player, whereas Musiala can play that very well. He'll blame me, Stevie. Don't worry about that. Oh, God. Poor old Craig gets the blame for everything. Have another go, tape. Have another go. Third time lucky. Nice goal. What we don't need in this game is, I mean, my team's not playing particularly well anyway. We don't need hitting people's ankles in the penalty area and post and crossbar and all of that kind of malarkey. We don't need any of that. Nice finish, though, by Karavashvili. So that's one in. Okay, can he get an assist now as well? Well, very nearly. Surprised they're not looking at that one, actually. Bastian looked very, very close to the goal line there. You said it, no, it's going to happen. If you are in the live stream and you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribing to my channel is free and it doesn't cost anything, but it really helps my channel out. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers by the time FM27 comes out. We're actually winning this game 3-0 here. Why couldn't we have done this against Fiorentina? Nice ball. Ooh, Bastian got well under that one. I mean, it does make a lot of sense to go 4-2-2-2 without Musiala, because Musiala is a tremendous player. He can play really well in a lot of positions, whereas Doué really is more of a winger. He can play the attacking mid, but burst of pace there. Ooh. I told you this was a way to go. Oh, God. I'm relying on your expertise here, Stevie. You've just won the Champions League, so against Real Madrid as well. So I'm relying on your expertise here. I don't know what it is with the Champions League. I can do everything else. Champions League just really evades me. It's weird. Ooh. The thing is, I'm not going to get to try that tiki-taka tactic out in the Champions League until, well, either the playoff or the last 16, because of the last game is at home as well. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Oh, my word. Toppenberg. Dear, dear me. That was an absolute cracker. We're checking that, are we? It's disallowed. You're joking. Oh, we don't even get to see the replay. What a shame. That was an absolute stormer. Not disallowing that one, are they? 4-0. Go, Bennett. Tape. He didn't hold back there, did he? Wallop. Get in. 5-0. Okay, so we've got one more game then. I'm guessing we are going to need to win that one. See if we can get any results. Are they playing on our round here or not? It was Salzburg, wasn't it? Liverpool are winning 2-0 now. They were one of them, weren't they? Wasn't so. No, it was it Stuttgart? It was Stuttgart, wasn't it? Oh, I can't remember now. I tell you what, Tape's had a good game down this right-hand side. Referee points to the spot for what? Penalties awarded. So we've had a goal disallowed for who knows what. And now we've got a penalty awarded for who knows what. Slides it in. 6-0. Right, let's make some changes. So we'll definitely bring Bailey can come in there. Shishon. We'll bring Bock in for another game. Diamande can come in there. What with 15 minutes to go, and Striker Brown can come in for a game. He's just coming back off injury, isn't he? Let's do that. Yeah, it was. I think it was Stuttgart, wasn't it? Anyway, it don't matter. All we need to do is win these two games. We've got Porto, and then if we can win these two, then we will finish top 8. Manchester City being Celtic 5-6-1 now. Good ahead. Ball over the top. Strange ball. Nice. Oh, good save. He's actually got his hands to one, goalkeeper. He fooled everybody there, Toppenberg. Fooled everybody with that one. 7-0. I've no idea what's going on here. We've struggled like mad in the Champions League for quite a few games, and then all of a sudden we've demolished Red Bull Salzburg there, so weird. So that's moved us up to fourth now. 7-0 Mercer, they're already dead. Okay, that gives us 15. And ninth place is Ajax 13. So we're still not there then, are we? We're still not there. Yeah, 9-13. We need, and with that goal difference, we need a point now. A point against Porto, who are in 20th. A point against them. But of course, they're fighting to stay in that top 24, aren't they? So, right, okay, nice performance, that one. That is very, very nice indeed. Right, we've got Heidenheim away. And then we've got Porto at home. Right, so that's let's do this. Training. My muscle memory on doing that is awful because I got a transfer every single time and I don't know why. It's weird. I need to sort that part of my brain out, I think. Okay, more money in. Nope, not selling any players at all. Cannot afford to be selling players, I'm afraid. Poor old Besiktas. Poor old Besiktas. All right, all the games had not been played. Right, okay then. Oh, so Ajax and Fiorentina are only a point behind us now. Right, okay, so we do need to win that last game then. We definitely need to win that game. But it is at home, so our striker Brown's injured again. Can you give me a break, please? 2 to 4 weeks now. I mean, what is his injury record like? He's never fit. Is it impersonal? Where is it? Where is it? Performance, fitness. Sprained knee ligaments now. January, November 2034, July 2034. He's getting injured a lot in his striker Brown. He's getting injured a lot. I've only just got him back as well. Nope, go away. Sort the dog out. Did we win? We did. We did, Craig. We did. Yeah, just a 7-0. I think your dog needs to get his priorities right, Craig. He definitely needs to get his priorities right. Right, okay. So Mastantuno's on a fitness. Okay. Right, let's bring Mastantuno in. Dewey, did I have Dewey there? Was Dewey there? I think he was, wasn't he? Let's bring Elise in then. Fernandez can play up top. Yeah, it's 7-0. Yeah, just a 7. Went absolutely bonkers. Don't ask me, I've no idea. Let's put Shishon out there. And we'll bring... Musiala's back. Musiala is back. Right, okay, we'll save him for... we could play him up front, I suppose. Right, let's bring Bailey in midfield. He's still injured. Let's play Diamande out there then. And Bok could come in for DeBast. Let's do that. Oh, she's not well at the moment on antibiotics. You're trying to make me feel bad now, aren't you, Craig? It was a 4-2-2, Craig. Works a treat. Oh my God. Well, we'll see whether it works a treat or not. I've heavily rotated for this game, though. Let's give that a save. As you suggested. Right. Okay, 2-0 win. Mastantuono scored. That's nice. He's opened his account. So if and when Stuttgart win, they'll be on 40. So there's 5 points in it at the top of the Bundesliga. So we're doing all right there. Right, okay, so we've got this Porto game now. A very important game, this one. Very, very important indeed. So we will give them a little bit of rest. Just a couple of days will do. Rest players 2 days. And let's give that a save. You watch, we'll probably win this and end up bloody top of the league. Oh, I don't even know if that's possible, to be honest. So that's, for my money as well, that's another thing that's wrong with the game. So Elise, in the summer, I tried to sell, and it didn't have a great value. I think it was about 32 million, I think. And I started at 32 or 30 million. They wouldn't let me sell him. So I dropped it and I dropped it. But they just wouldn't let me sell Elise. And now he's going for a free at the end of the season. So I've lost Elise for nothing. And that's another thing. Because Elise, even at 30, whatever he is, 33 or whatever, he would sell. You know, somebody would buy him. But the game just blocks you from selling players completely. And it's proper annoying. Very, very annoying. Right, keep moving it on. Right, Stuttgart have still not played. How come at this stage there's only us and Werder Bremen that have played in the league? How does that work? Right, so Arsenal are top on 17 points. I mean, if these three teams lose, we could actually end up winning the league phase. I mean, that's not going to happen, but reject Ibrahim Maza. Okay, we're getting one or two players back now from injury. It would be nice now if I didn't get any more injuries. That would be great. It's apply for you to buy that wallet top-up thing. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Craig. It's a good point, actually. That is a very, very good point. Who knows? Who knows? Hiya, Jason. How are you doing, mate? Let's just have a quick check up on the old World Cup and how that's going. Right, still 1-0 Egypt. Yeah, it looks like it's quite a poor performance from Belgium. But then when you've got players like Doku and De Bruyne in there, you've always got a chance, haven't you? I think it's the same in every World Cup, though. You know, a lot of the top teams don't perform particularly well first game, do they? So, right, okay, let's have a look here. So 4 is on. Debast can come back in again. Right, so we'll want Debast in there with Saliba. We're going to have to play Tape there because Fort is on fitness. Right, so that's the back four sorted. Ferreira and Bernal in there. All about the W. Right, okay, so we're going to bring Mora in there. And do we play Mastantuono next to Mora? Or do we bring Doué back in? 537.10. Mastantuono did have a very good game though. Bastion in up top. Okay, do we play Mastantuono next to Mora? England versus Croatia on Wednesday. It is. It's 9 o'clock kickoff, I think, isn't it? Should have been 2-0. Terrible keeping. Right, okay. Okay, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to give Mastantuono a start. I think. Okay, well, we need to win this. And worry, but we don't need to worry about anybody else then, do we? If we win it, we're through. Belgium's golden era is long gone. Yeah. Right, come on, lads. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Foul on Karabashvili, who's on a yellow card already. We're only 4 minutes in. How can he have a yellow card already? Hey, come on. The Bast back post. Oh, the referee wants to look at it again. Oh my God. It's so boring, this. I mean, it has been awarded, but why does every one of our goals have to go to VAR? It's so boring. Ooh. Go on, Toppenberg, lad. I don't know how Karabashvili can be on a yellow card already. Because he's going to get banned, isn't he? And then... Right, go on, Saliba. Nice little chip. Rubbish chip. Well won, though, by Fiera. Ball forward. Oh, he had a runner then. Wing, on the wing, on the wing. That's the one. On his head. Oh, just hit it. Whoa! Gordon Bennett. 58% of goals do. No, it's pathetic, but it seems only the human goals get checked. Yeah, it's it is frustrating and boring, but it is what it is, I suppose. It just really slows the game down as well, though, and I mean, who was it? So Toppenberg scored an absolute screamer in the last game from way outside the box, and it was given offside. Bastion, nice. Yeah, I think I made a few bad decisions here. I think when you make bad decisions, you've got to hold your hands up. I think letting Brown go, because he went to Liverpool, so obviously much better player than I was giving him credit for. Because my idea was to move Shishon to left fullback, which he can do. But then he's not really played there very much. And Karabashvili is a very good left back. But now I don't, well, I mean, other than Shishon. I think I've made a few bad mistakes, really. And given the fact that, you know, potentially this is my last season with Bayern Munich, I should have really been on it. And I think I've screwed up a bit more in the back of the net. Hello, Championship. Goodbye, VAR. Yeah. So we've scored 3 goals then. 2 of them have gone to VAR. Well, we are winning 3-0. We should win this game now, so this should take us through to the last 16. So a little bit of breathing space. Ooh. There's a shot. Doku dived. Do you think he dives then, Jason? Do you think he dives a lot? I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen Doku dive. If I'm honest. But then, of course, I do watch him with blue tinted specs. So, I would never have Doku down as a diver. That dive there was terrible. Was it really? Okay. Oh, look at that dive there. Mora, you diver. Maybe they're getting a bit desperate. Nice finish from Mastantuono. Nice finish from Mastantuono. If he can keep himself fit, he might be a very valuable player for us. Don't need to see that again. If anybody is in the live stream and you've not subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and it really helps my channel out. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers by the time FM27 comes out, which is in November. It's a bit of a tall order, I think, that now, because my subscriber kind of increase rate has really dropped. So, and nights like tonight don't help at all. I think I'm on my lowest click rate tonight that I've ever done on a live stream. So, but if there is anybody who's not subscribed, it would greatly help me if you subscribe to my channel. Okay, a rare foray here. Ball's headed out though. Whoa. Back of the net. 4-1. Right, okay. Let's make some changes. Let's bring Bailey in. He can drop in there. In fact, he can drop right in there. Shishan can come on there. Diamande there. And what are we on now? 2 more. Right, Musiala can come in for Mastantuono and Due in there. I think that'll do us. To be fair, I'm rarely around on a Monday, yeah. You're competing with the World Cup though. Yeah, I know, Trev, I know. I am competing with the World Cup. You're right. We had an absolute. I mean, the tournament at weekend was. So basically, the manager. It's weird because at the age group that they're at now, they play 9-a-side, offsides, linesmen, and everything now. But this tournament that was organised, it was 6-a-side, same age group and everything, which is weird. But anyway, so that our manager said, right, if I get enough numbers, I'll create 2 teams, which he did. We got 12, 13 players, so he created 2 teams. So there was like Team A, Team B. Who meets in the final? Team A versus Team B. Anyway, so my grandson who likes to go in goal, he got to go in goal with my other grandson who plays centre back, and they won the final 1-0, so got the trophy and everything. And my grandson who played in goal, there was a penalty shootout in the semi. He saved 3 of them. And then in the final, he made a save to his right-hand side top corner, and it was bloody top class. And he's not a keeper. He's had no keeper training. It was brilliant. That said, Pulse isn't done now, so I will be. All right, okay. Tiny tweak has worked wonders. It seems to have done, Craig, yeah? Oh, Lukaku's made it 1-1, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, I hope so, Craig. Here's one. To rate a great FM28, but no FM27. Bring out an update patch for, say, 21st, but possibly not much different than FM26. It is going to be interesting, isn't it? I mean, the thing is for FM27, as we know, they're on this new engine now, aren't they? And the possibilities for that are endless now. So they've got loads of expansion space. So you never know, FM27 might be a much, much better game and more expansive, particularly for the console. Own goal, yeah. Right, okay. Right, so we are through to the... let's have a look how the league finished. If we get there, yeah, we do. We finished 4th. Okay. 18 points. So we're actually only 1 point behind City and 2 points behind the winners. So we do get through. Real Madrid, once again, are 22nd. They've just about scraped in. Who is... AC Milan didn't scrape in. Grace Sheridan, you're playing on PC? No, I'm not. I'm playing on a PS5. Grace, PS5. It's the console version. This. Right. So we need to work out now. In fact, we are going to have a lot of button clicking now, aren't we? Because of the fact that I'm only showing the. I mean, cars are. We should win that one. Yeah, we've got some. Right, okay, let's where are we now? 31st, 7th of February. Right, okay, so we've got a fairly decent span there. Up till the next game. Kvaratskhelia is injured now. Right, so Kvaratskhelia is now injured as well. Around 16, 1.8 million. Right, okay. So let's give that a save. No, well, if you do play the game, Grace, what medium do you play it on? Do you play PC or do you play it on console? Right, we're going to have a bit of button clicking here, I think, because this is the end of the transfer window, isn't it? Jason, both. You're a glutton for punishment, Jason. A glutton for punishment. We might get 1 or 2 in when the game's finished. Let me have a quick look how that's going now. Transfer deadline today. Striker Brown draws interest right from Saudi. I mean, he's always bloody injured, isn't he? That's the problem. Can't really rely on him. There's 20 minutes to go and it's 1-1. I have it on Switch. Okay, the menus are so difficult to navigate. Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing. If there is anybody in the live stream, I do play with the keyboard and mouse because the controller for PS5 originally was a shambles. I think they have fixed it since, but I prefer to stay with the keyboard and mouse. It's much easier to play. Much easier to play. Menus are difficult to navigate with a controller. That's a shame, isn't it, really? Jason saying he's heard the Switch is a disaster. Right, okay. That's a shame. Right, we're going to get any big offers coming in. Here we go. There's a transfer offer here. Oh, it's a loan offer for Bok. Money well spent. Yeah, well, the thing though is I used to be a computer engineer, so and I kind of retired when COVID kicked in. Um, so it seemed like a good cut-off point really for me because I'm 70, well, I'm 74 this year. So it seemed like a good cut-off. But because I was a computer engineer, I mean, all the equipment that I got here, well, apart from the monitors, I built myself. So the main PC I built myself. I have another PC I use for YouTube and stuff. I built that myself. But I had keyboard and mouse combos all over the place. So it was easy for me to do that, you know. And this is when I first changed over, and I was saying to people, you know, it's better. You know, there were quite a few people saying, yeah, but I can't afford it because there's a cost to it, and that's fine. You know, obviously there's a cost, and you know, not everybody can afford it, but I didn't have to because I had the gear already. But I do like it. It's much better playing with a keyboard and mouse. Particularly resting players and stuff like that is so much easier to do. James Trafford's gone to West Ham. Should just give this a save as well. I mean, I've never even seen the game on. I don't have a Switch. I've never even seen the game on a Switch, so I can't really comment on it. Another thing lacking on console are team talks. Can't say nothing before the start. And options are rubbish compared. Shouts. Oh, there's lots of things on Jason on the console version that I mean for me. And this is the thing, we all play the game differently. We don't, I keep saying that, but we all play the game differently. But for me, what I would like to see is a much more extended or expanded staffing situation. You know, like instead of just having a chief scout, let's have a scouting network. You know, let's have some attacking coaches, defending coaches, goalkeeping. Let's do that. That's a great part of it makes it so much more immersive. I mean, it's, you know, essentially it's a management game, and when you can't control the the scouting side, the training, the tactics, the coaching, when you can't control that, that takes the immersion not right out of the game, but it drops the immersion level immensely. They do need to fix that. They need to bring that in on console. Whether they'll do it or not, I don't know. But like I say, everybody plays the game their own way, don't they? So I'm sure some people would want things bringing into the console version that don't really interest me. And it is what it is, isn't it, really? Well, I don't know whether we'll get through to playing the last 16 games tonight. I play AFC. It's a lot easier to understand. I like playing the games. I like the old Championship many games. They had a lot less menus, so you just pick up your team and watch. Right. See, I do like. I don't. I'm not particularly somebody who likes to pick it up and just expect things to work. I do like to work on the transfer window, and I mean that's something that I think I've failed a little bit at with Bayern Munich here. Um, but the transfer window's massive for me, and being able to do the staffing in a more comprehensive way would make the game feel much more comprehensive. So Bock is a 3-star now with 5-star potential, 4.5, 5-star potential. Right, the German transfer window has closed. Let's give that a save. When was that game? It was the 7th, wasn't it? I did say there'd be a lot of button clicking. Right, no more interruptions from transfer windows now. And Stuttgart has still not played that game. They're still a game behind. There's only 4 teams played 20 games. It all went downhill after the PS2. Yeah, I'm still looking for a. I think I'm gonna buy Mafia. The old. Is it called the Old World? But I'm looking for like an open world game for the PS5 to play as well. They're still 8 points behind you. Right, there we go. Yeah, so I did say when Stuttgart win their game. So they are 5 points behind us, though. So we got a little bit of a gap. And look at the goal difference, though. 49. The nearest is 20 with Dortmund. Look at the goals we're scoring. My word. That's Bastian and Toppenberg up front, that. Well, obviously it's Bastian and what's the save plan after this? I think it's going to be a women's save, Jason. I think I'm going to do a women's save. That'll kill it or cure it. That I'll either get no views at all, or I don't know. You just bought Red Dead Redemption on PS5. Yeah. So the story with me and Red Dead Redemption is I did buy it and I played it for a few hours or whatever. And but I just could not get used to the constant horse riding between places and all of the inane chatter that went on. I just couldn't get used to it at all. It did my head in. I'd give it a go. Who I don't know, Jason. I'm open to suggestions with women's football. Will you load men's into it too so he can jump across? Hadn't even thought about that, Jason. Hadn't even thought about that. I don't know. It's a good point because somebody did say the other day, so are you then going to run women's football right up until November? And my answer immediately to that was no, I'm not. I want to have a go at women's football because I'm keen to know how it plays and it's another like a different side of the game. I don't know the dynamics, transfer market. I really want to have a go at that, but that might be a shout that of going and doing the two, so I can jump over. Maybe. Grace put Man City in National League North where they belong and work your way back up. Oh, that's very contentious, Grace. That's guess who I support. That's probably how GT6 will be whenever that comes out. See, I did buy GTA as well because everybody's banging on about it, and I just got I didn't play it very long, but that was another one, you know, driving cars from A to B with music that I absolutely hate and detest, just thumping rap music. The language was atrocious. So that went back as well. I didn't stick with that. But I am thinking that the Red Dead Redemption 2, I maybe was a bit hasty with that and I might need to give that another chance. Portsmouth are the worst team in Division 2 women's. Are they really? Portsmouth. I shall make a note of that. We shall see. Lelujo did do that in effort. Yeah, putting Manchester in the National League North. Yeah, he did. But I mean, there are two answers to that, Grace. Firstly, they don't belong in anywhere other than the Premier League, and secondly, I would never manage Manchester City in Football Manager anyway. Oh, here we go. Box injured. Bailey's injured. Who do you support then, Grace? Yeah, it was quite an interesting save, that one, Trev. It was. I followed that one through. It was a quite an interesting save. It's on. This was Red Dead 2. Yeah, I am wondering whether I should give it another go. May have been a bit hasty with that one. And it's open world as well, and I do like open world games. I'm like scouring YouTube at the moment for open world PS5 games, and that one always comes up. Oh, you're a United fan, and you were just sitting there. That's why I said it, right? Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have quite a few United fans in Grace, so that's fine. Everybody's welcome here. Although I must admit, I'm a bit miffed about Bernardo Silva going to Real Madrid. I thought he had a bit more about him than doing that. Hey, right, we get to a game. Look at this. This is marvellous, isn't it? Right, Karabashvili is... So we're going to have to bring Shishon in there. Shishon is worried about his situation. Fort is back. I mean, we may as well, at this moment in time, we may as well play a full-strength team. I think I will bring Musiala back in, though, for Mastantuono. And I might bring Due in for Mora as well. Shall we do that? And let's bring Fernandez in for Toppenberg. So having said what I've just said, I've changed it more or less completely. Let's do that. Okay, Bailey's injured. So he's going to have to get. This is what I mean. I'm getting a little bit. So I've got 4 players injured now. I can't even make a bench. Where's what? Kimmich, Davis, and Lema. Oh, we're in 2035 in game, Grace. We're in 2035. So even Kane wasn't here when I joined. So the backstory, Grace, if you don't know, is that I was at Schalke, did all right with them in the Bundesliga, but then Bayern Munich came in for me, and what had happened was Vincent Kompany was the manager, only managed a 6th place finish, so they were only in the Europa League. So obviously that's not good enough for them. So they offered me the job. I took them over. I've won the Bundesliga every season since I've had them. Won the Europa League. But then last season we didn't win the Champions League. We got knocked out by Arsenal in the semi-final. So, but we are in 2035. So the team is quite different, really. Did I do a save there? I don't know whether I did. They don't call me Gobby Gaffer for nothing. I waffle like nobody's business. Can you start again? Where's Schalke? I don't know, actually. We just played him, didn't we? We just played him. Right. I mean, we should win this one. Oh, it's the DFB Pokal. It's the German Cup, this one. Okay, 4-0 win. Bastion, another 2 goals. Shishon and De Bast. Well, we just need to get these Champions League games sorted, and then we know who we're playing. What's the betting? It's going to be Real Madrid. Right, we play again on the 10th now. So we have to going to start putting a bit of rest in now. Training, rest players, 2 days. Bayern stroll to success. Marvellous. Watch it, PSG. Just a warning as well. I'm not going to announce tonight when the last game is going to be. I'm just going to... I'll just like say, right, that's it, done, sorry, finished. So I'm not going to announce the last game of the evening because that never goes well. So just be prepared for that's it, done, I'm going. No announcements tonight because, like I say, never goes well, that does it? Whenever I announce it, the game seems to, it seems to know, doesn't it? Zanotta, he's the 32-year-old right fullback, isn't he? Watch it's PSG. I mean, it's possible that via research, a lot of console players wouldn't want a slower game. Streamline fast as well as. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is a good point, Jason. You know, it's. I don't know. I was going to say, I don't think they should be aiming the console at a specific market, but then maybe they should. I don't know. I'm not sure. FM was always listening. Of course it is, Trev. Yeah. Amorim got the AC Milan job that saved the club. That saved the job. Oh, a 10 million in a payout, yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, it is a good point, I suppose. I mean, obviously, you always kind of look from a selfish point of view, and I, because I played the PC version for many years, I like the in-depth version, and not like the in-depth game that the PC version is. But you could be right there. You know, they might not expand the console version because they think the console version is aimed at a much younger audience that haven't got the attention span for the detail in the PC version. I don't know. I'm not sure. Right, so there is 5 points at the top. Right, okay, so we're playing Nuremberg. Are we playing Nuremberg? No. Leipzig. Oh, we get Leipzig, do we? Right, okay, fine. That probably might mean that we're out of the DFB Pokal then. No excuses for luck. These teams, etc. though. No. But you are right. I mean, from that point of view, I might not get what I want in that I want a much more expanded staffing system, and I might not get that. So it is what it is, isn't it? 3 minutes, 5 minutes of time added on, does that say? It's still 1-1. How much younger of an audience do the console version of Football Manager? I don't know, Trevor. I'm not saying that is the case, but you know, it's. I've always had that mentality. I've always thought, right, they're aiming the PC version at an older audience. And when I say older, I'm talking about like the Loki Dokis, the Lujos, the Dr. Benji, you know, that kind of age group. Whereas I feel like that the console version is aimed at a much younger audience. That's my personal opinion. It may well not be that. I don't know. There must be a reason though why, because I'm sure the PS5 and the Xbox will take an expanded version of Football Manager. It must do, mustn't it? I don't know. If there is anybody in the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Bayern Munich. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's free to subscribe. Just hit the button. It helps my channel out no end. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers by the time FM27 comes out. Right, next game. Okie dokie. Right, let's put Toppenberg. In fact, we'll do that and switch them two round. We'll give Bastian a bit of a break. Mastantuno can come back in. Striker Brown is still bloody injured. Let's give Elise a bit of a run out. Bernal and Ferreira. Is Bailey? Bailey's on a fitness. Right, okay, let's give him a bit of game time. Bock is having a bit of a whinge, so we'll bring him in. Fort is on a fitness. Let's try and get some fitness into him. Karashvili is still injured. Right, okay. Right, let's do that. Console is just very basic to scout a player. These days later, PC takes weeks in game, can get through games a lot quicker. Yeah, maybe people with a full-time job, the kids and everything else going on, maybe they prefer the console because it's easier to nip in for an hour here and there. Yeah, possibly. The thing is, I mean, they will have all of the data at their fingertips, won't they? So they'll know the audiences and age groups and everything. So, you know, if their data says to them, you know, there's very few players playing the PC version that are older than, I don't know, say 22, then they'll probably leave it as it is. I mean, the thing is, you know, I mean, can you ever see like Loki Doki or Lelujo or Dr. Benji or Jack, Zealand? Can you ever see them playing the console version? No, they're never going to play the console version. Just the 1-0, but it all counts. It all counts. And there's still 5 points in it because Stuttgart have won again. Bastian scoring the goal. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Okie dokie. So the semi-finals, that'll be in Friday's episode, won't it? The DFB Pokal semi-final. Right, where are we now? 10, 17. All right, so there's a week to let's let them do some training. That's at the improvement FM25 is levels. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will. Who knows? I've said it many times. I'd love to be in the room when they're having meetings and, sit behind a coder and say, you do realise what you're coding in there. People absolutely hate that. Just don't do it. Stop it. You don't need to waste your time doing that. I'd love to sit in a room. Bastion dazzles. This is a real first for me. I mean, it's not very often I play with two strikers, but I've never had two strikers in a team who have both been 5-star. It's a big first for me, that. Yeah, you'd love an hour with SI, wouldn't we all, Jason? Wouldn't we all? I mean, I'm sure a lot of the decisions that they made are based on, you know, scientific fact and stuff like that. But then a lot of the things that they do, you're like, what have they done that for? PSG chase Bastion. I'm sure they are doing. I'm sure they are doing. He's got to be on everybody's wanted list, hasn't he, Bastion? But he's got a buyout clause of 300 million. So if you want him, just, pay up or shut up. See, that told them, didn't it? That told them. Don't get the gobby gaffer riled. That's the main thing. When the toys come out of the pram, it's not a pretty sight. Liverpool are set for a transfer market tug of war with Shishon, who is now a 3.5-star. My word. He needs to get more game time, doesn't he? He needs to get more game time. Is he actually proficient at left back now? That's a good point, actually. No, he's not. Oh, actually. Yeah, maybe he is. Trev broken into bloody song. What's going on? Is it finished now? That bloody Belgium game. Full time, 1-1. So another underwhelming display by, I mean, okay, I know they're not a top team anymore, but they've still got to be classed as a very, very good team, haven't they, Belgium? So another underwhelming performance. Might get a few in now. Well, I'm on 86 clicks now. Let's see. Now the game's finished. Let's see how many come in. Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay next. That will be riveting. I've got Saudi Arabia in the sweepstake. Lucky me. Lucky me. Oh, what's going on here? So United were against Celtic 2-0. Augsburg 0, Fiorentina. Benfica beat Porto. Real Madrid 1, Stuttgart 1. There's still Iraq versus Norway and Argentina versus Algeria tonight. Bloody hell. Iraq versus Norway. Argentina versus Algeria. What are they? I mean, I've heard a lot of like fuss about the ticket prices. What are the ticket prices like then? Does it vary game to game, or are the levels? Because the only thing I've heard is that the ticket prices are horrendously expensive. Striker Brown resumes full training. It's all right, I'll be injured in 4 or 5 days' time. Hundreds. Right. What was it? The 17th, wasn't it? Yeah, Hertha Berlin home today. Let's just have a look at how the fixture schedule is going now. Right, okay. So we had that 3-3 against Leipzig. But other than that, since I had that brilliant idea of going 4-2-2-2, we're doing all right, aren't we? See what happens when you have a brilliant idea. The final cheapest is $6,500. You're joking. Where are they getting those kind of figures from? $6,500. What's the most expensive then? Or do we not want to know? God, Bennett, that's ridiculous. $6,500. Surely not, Jason. Surely that can't be right. They can't expect football fans. I mean, what's that in our dosh? Is that about 5,000 quid or something? 4,000 quid? Welcome to America. Who sets the do FIFA set the prices, or do the host countries set the prices? Because Mexico are part of it as well, aren't they? Mexico and Canada, they're joint hosts with America. The most expensive is $11,000. So that's about 9,000 quid to get into a football game. Where are these people finding the money? Are they robbing banks or something? What a disgrace. FIFA determine the prices. That's shocking. Spain game earlier was half empty, was it really? Well, I think it was going to be if England won, it would cost a fan around $30,000. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. They should be ashamed of themselves. FIFA has complete control, right? 8-1 Bastion again, banging the ball in the back of the net. Gordon Bennett. Another 7 days, so we don't need to make any changes there then, do we? Or we do need to give it a save. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing though, isn't it? It's like, I mean, because those figures are so high, it like your brain doesn't, oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of money. But then you have got that, haven't you? You've got the travel to get there, you've got hotel prices, which I'm sure are double what they would normally be. Aye, that's just. I don't know. But the Spain game kicked off at 1 p.m. local time, so all the Spanish were probably asleep. I'm getting cancelled for that now, aren't I? Oh, brilliant. It's free to watch from my house on TV. You want to start charging, Trev? Start charging. Put a little sign out the front. Start charging. Free Coca-Cola with every ticket. Tickets are 50 quid, but you get a free Coca-Cola. The problem is in football, it's like, these powers that, have got total control. They really don't care, do they, about the fans? They just couldn't give a monkeys. I mean, I know there was a lot of hoo-ha about it, but so obviously they've ignored all of that and just done it anyway. I'm not trying to get sued by FIFA. No, you're probably well out of it, Trev. You're well out of it. Bloody hell. A lot of my players are wanted by top teams, I have to say. There must be some Champions League games on, mustn't there now? There we go. Champions League games here. I mean, Real Madrid are gonna beat Stuttgart, aren't they? Real Madrid not getting into the last 16. Yeah, of course they have. 3-0 win. Right, so United have got through. Fiorentina have got through. And guess who scored? Stefanos Zimash was the scorer. Benfica won as well. So according to that, United are through, Fiorentina, and Newcastle. Is that the score on the night? So that's mean, Villarreal have gone through. Yeah, Benfica, Real Madrid, Olympique Marseille, and Ajax. We should get the draw then now, shouldn't we? There'll probably be another round of them, will there? Right, we've drawn Villarreal in the Champions League. Okay, how does that work out then? Right. That's another thing I've noticed as well. In the earlier rounds, we always get the away leg first, home leg second. In the later rounds, we always get it the other way around, home and then away. Right, okay, so we've got 2 Bundesliga games and then 2 Villarreal games. You're a top team. Make sure keep saving it, you never know. So what are the ties then? So it's Fiorentina versus City, Newcastle versus Inter, Ajax versus Barcelona, United and PSG, tasty. We've got Villarreal, Marseille versus is that Leipzig? Yeah. Liverpool are away at Real Madrid, another tasty tie. And Benfica at home to Arsenal. Right, okay, let's do a little bit of shuffling round again. Fernandez in up top. Doué and Elise. Karawashvili's on a fitness. Right, so we'll move Shishon in there, put Karawashvili out there. Bailey can come in there. And we'll bring Saliba back in and put Bok in there. Tape can stay there. Right, Ferreira, Bernal, Musiala. Let's do that. Right. Cheapest price for USA versus Australia on Friday is $2,000. How much is that in pounds, Trev? It's about 1,500 quid. They want to be ashamed of themselves. They want to be ashamed of themselves. That's not on that. That's disgraceful. Who's going to these games then? Who's got the money to pay out like that? I mean, if it, let's say it was a Champions League final and you were a neutral and you really wanted to go to a Champions League final, you could probably get 1,500 quid together to go. But if you've had a season ticket and you've watched all the Champions League games, I mean, who's got that kind of money? That's mad. £1,540 to get into a football game. Wow. Wow. That is off the scale mad. Absolutely mad. That is absolutely disgraceful. I can't believe that. I'm stunned. When I first heard about it, I thought, okay, there's always like a backstory to these things, isn't there? And that'll be like for a top line ticket for the final or something. But just for that's just FIFA have lost their minds. And after all that, you have to sit in with a load of Australians. Oh my God. I think one of the most heartwarming things I've seen though is the Japanese fans. The Japanese fans are just they're something else, aren't they? Although it did occur to me that so is that the Japanese end, and that's where all the Japanese fans are, because that means there's a handful of people who are very clean and tidy, but the rest of the Japanese fans are just little outs. No, 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 no. Right, our leading goal scorer is. I mean, I suppose you kind of know it, don't you? You know that they're going to do that. It's nailed on, isn't it? So that's the first boss I've encountered then in the latter stages of the Champions League. That's the first boss I've encountered. Craig is getting cancelled. Yeah, he's had to go at the Spanish tonight. He's had to go at the Australians. My word. He's all right though. When he goes out, he's got his dog, so he's safe enough. We've opened up a little bit of a gap there at the top as well. I think Stuttgart have lost a game, so there's 8 points gap at the top now. If you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Bayern Munich. If you haven't subscribed, I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers by the time FM27 comes out in November. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. All you need to do is just hit the button, and it helps my channel out immensely. No one's safe. Oh my God. See, this is what you get if you let Wolves fans in. This is what happens. Most expensive use of it is. I mean, I can't. It doesn't. My brain's not computing it, Trev. My brain is just not computing it. It cannot be right that £8,500 for a ticket to watch 90 minutes of football. £8,500. They've literally lost their minds. And these are the people who run international football. That Shishon, he's coming on leaps and bounds. He's now a 4-star defender, central midfielder. He's coming on leaps and bounds. You know, it would. I mean, this is the problem. You see, they get away with it, don't they? It would serve them right if the stadium was empty, but they get away with it. Must be making a bloody fortune. That's disgraceful. That absolutely disgraceful. Okay, so we're going to put the new system into operation here. So the away leg first. We're going to play this tiki-taka more defensive formation away from home. Right, there's 10 points in the Bundesliga now, so we've opened up quite a bit of a gap there at the top. Right, so we're going to play this instead. Bundesliga's all but wrapped up at this point. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Let's just have a look at the Musiala can drop in there. Toppenberg can't really play there, can he? So we're going to have to do that, I think. We'll just drop Musiala back a little bit out of possession. Right, okay. Okay, 2 games back to back. Villarreal, Champions League, last 16. Let's see if we can do this. Start etching Bayern's name in the trophy again. I don't know. That's not speak too soon, Trev. Oh, you mean for the Bundesliga? Yeah, the Bundesliga. But it's been the same all the way through. Palermo did the league with them. Fiorentina set up a very, very good team with them. But this is all domestically. Schalke 04 got them into the Bundesliga, did very well with them. But come to the Champions League, and I always struggle in the Champions League. I mean, domestically, I seem to be able to do that. But we've at the moment we've got down Portsmouth Ladies, bottom of the second division in the women's league. Portsmouth Ladies. Right, come on, Massantuno, just stick it on somebody's head. Back post. It's in the back of the net. Fairer. Nice. Oh, that's a nice little ball. Oh, what are you doing, Musiala? What was that? We don't play balls like that. Nearly. Just over the top. It's a bit congested in that midfield area. Oh, that was nice running by Musiala. Musiala's given the ball away. Oh, here we go. A buffoonery goal. No, we can't celebrate buffoonery goals. Sorry, we can't celebrate buffoonery goals. They got relegated in from Portsmouth Women, so maybe you can do better. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite. I'm very interested in doing the women's save, but like Craig said before, are you going to do a combined so you can switch if you want? Because that's the thing. Somebody asked me the other day about would it be women's football right up until November, and I immediately it's like no, I want to have a go at women's football, but I probably want to do something after I've done that as well. So maybe doing doing a joint like men's and women's, I might be able to jump if I need to do. See how it goes. But Portsmouth, they got real from. So they got relegated in real life, did they? From WSL2. So where are they now then, Portsmouth women? Come on, keep yourself awake. Great save from Chevalier. You can only have 10 nations loaded though in the console version, remember? Yeah. Yeah, so it'd have to be 5 of each, wouldn't it? We'll have a look. I'll do it all on live stream. We'll set it up on live stream so then I can get a bit of advice and a bit of oh, he's missed that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll set it all up on live stream so we can all be involved in it. In? Yep. Portsmouth, one of us in the chat needs a bell to ring. Right, what's the Portsmouth? One of us in the chat needs a bell to ring. What does that mean, Craig? Did Ports what? How did that bloke keep getting in? I don't know about this, Craig. You'll have to enlighten me. Portsmouth have gone to be on tier 3 of the women's pyramid. The FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Ah, right, okay. Right, okay. Right. Okay. Gordon Bennett, Toppenberg's got on it now. He scored 6 goals in the Champions League, Toppenberg. It's not even half time yet. We're winning 5-1 at their place. Let's not make any changes. Let's just replace players as they get tired. I mean, they've had 6 shots, 7 now, 4 on target in this game, so it's not like they've not played. All I remember about the Portsmouth fans is that one always had a bell constantly ringing. Oh, so that's a bit like when we played at Main Road. There was a lady who used to sit behind the goal in the was it the North Stand? I think it was the North Stand. She was called Helen the Bell, and she used to ring the bloody bell all through the game. I mean, she died a few years ago, but She was like one of the real characters as a City fan at Main Road. Helen the Bell. Imagine sitting next to that though. Gordon Bennett. You'd be dreading going to every game, wouldn't you? Well, it's maybe looking like Portsmouth women then. It's looking like Portsmouth women. That's a shame, Mastantuono. He's got a bit of a left foot on him, hasn't he, Mastantuono? Yeah, we don't need to see that. It obviously didn't go in, so. Right, let's make some changes. Who have we got here now? Shishan's in midfield, isn't he? Right, okay. Let's bring Diamande in there. And Bernal. Bailey. Almala can come in for a bit of a run out. And Elise. 5 changes. Done. There's got to be a clip of him on YouTube somewhere. Right, okay. It sounds like a good challenge, and I do like a good challenge. Oh, what's going on here in our defence? Come on, we're Bayern Munich, we're not Stockport County. Sort yourselves out. Ridiculous. I thought this was supposed to be a defensive tactic, you winning 5-1. I know, Trev. I mean, I've no idea. Go figure. Go figure. I don't know. I have tweaked it as well, this, because I think it does play a high line. And I've changed it to, I think I've changed it to a mid-block. And I've dropped the defensive line a bit more. So I have tweaked it as well. I've not just done the default. So it's meant to be a much more defensive tactic. And we won 5-1. I don't know whether to play that in the second leg as well. 4-2-2-2 can do no wrong. You're right. Okay, so we play the return leg now. Oh, got quite a gap there. 6 till the 14th. But then we play Stuttgart 3 days later. I think we're going to get Liverpool because my left back went to Liverpool. I think we're going to get Liverpool in the Champions League. Although, who did I sell players to? Let's just have a quick look. Transfer history. Okay, so Arsenal got Diao, right? Okay, so Arsenal's a good shout. In fact, we owe Arsenal one though from last season. Manchester City got Palmer. Of course, we've already played them and they beat us. And Liverpool got Brown. So what games have been played then? Okay, so City beat Fiorentina 2-1. Newcastle beat Inter 4-0. Marseille got beat. Well, the rest of them not been played yet. Right, they're going to be played now. Real Madrid, Liverpool. That's a cracker, that, isn't it? Real Madrid beat Liverpool 3-1, and they very, very nearly didn't get in. That's interesting. United beat PSG 1-0, so I can see PSG turning that round. Arsenal definitely win that tie now, and Barcelona are through, aren't they? That's a cert. So it's looking like City, Newcastle, PSG, Arsenal, Liverpool, Real Madrid, I should say, us. Who was the other one? Or Leipzig, Olympiacos. That could go either way. We don't want an English Premier League team. That could be arranged. We know you're watching Sports Interactive, Football Manager. We know you're watching and listening. That can be arranged. Can we not have an English Premier League team? You miss seeing the cup draws, yeah. Me too, Trev. It was another one of those things that made it feel very immersive. Yeah, definitely. I miss them as well, without a shadow of a doubt. We could do a Bastion back as well if that can be arranged. What was it? 14th, wasn't it? 5 days we play them. I think I'm going to play this Tiki Taka again. Let's try and get him used to it, because we are going to need that at some stage. Quarterfinals, we're probably going to get somebody quite difficult. If you have dropped into the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Bayern Munich. And if there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed, I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers by the time FM27 comes out in November. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. If you haven't, it would greatly help me if you could. What's this? Oh, Mehmeti, right, okay then. I'll send him to a specialist. Doesn't really matter. He's not with us, is he? Also, Sports Interactive, it can be arranged. No more injuries, please. I'm trying to win this Champions League. It's going to be very difficult to do if Stuttgart have won their game. 7 points behind. We do have a game in hand now. Right, so we're running behind now because of the Champions League games. Bastion has resumed training. That is good. I mean, we're through the quarterfinals, aren't we? They ain't going to overcome that, I don't think. Right, Arsenal are through. So Arsenal won. Barcelona beat Ajax. Real Madrid beat Liverpool. So Liverpool are out then. And United beat PSG. Okay. So there are two English Premier League teams through then. Evan Ferguson again. Right. So who do we want in the quarter final? Well, out of that lot, there's no easy teams, is there? Right, Bastion is back fit again. So we've actually only got Fort out injured now. I think we're just going to play the same again, to be honest. I mean, Mora's on a fitness as well, so I think I'm just going to play the same team again. Shishon and Ferreira. Shishon has done so well. He was a 2-star player. Did I buy him? Where did he come from, Shishon? No, he was with us already. I think he was a wonder kid. He's done so well. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the season he's not 5-star ability. He's done so well, Shishon. Considering he's not played a lot as well. It's going to be a slobber knocker, whoever we come up against. Yeah, absolutely right. Right, okay, let's give that a save. So 5-1 in the first leg, I think, wasn't it? Let's see what we can do in the second leg. Okay, this to get into the quarterfinals of the Champions League for the second season on the bounce. Right, we don't need to bust a gut in this game, do we really now? Well, let's keep an eye on these latest scores. Leipzig are beating Marseille. I'd take Leipzig. The quarterfinal is going to be very, very tough. We ain't going to get Leipzig. We're more than likely going to get Crossbar. More than likely going to get an English Premier League team, I think. I mean, I think City will beat Fiorentina. So there should just be a formality. Yeah, it should. It should. Good save. City are beating Fiorentina now. So at the moment, it's City and Leipzig going through, I think. Newcastle beat Inter Milan 4-0, didn't they, in the first leg? It's more than likely going to be Newcastle. So that'll be Arsenal, City, Newcastle. Arsenal, City, Newcastle. Who else is there? I mean, that's bad enough, having 3 of them in there. Oh, come on, Striker Brown. Lifted it over the bar. Okay, Marseille have equalised against Leipzig. I'd take Newcastle, I think. I'd take Newcastle. Oh, my word. Put a ball through and you didn't go. Oh, that's poor. Okay. I'm just going to encourage them. We don't want to be too downbeat, do we? I mean, there's going to be no easy route to the final if we do manage to get there. It's going to be no easy route at all. Stupid, innit? They've had one shot on target and scored it. Is the game going to go into silly season here now? Nice ball. Lovely run. Striker Brown's not on it, is he? He's just not on it at all. He played better as an attacking mid, I think, last season. So playing this then at home has not worked because we're losing 1-0. So that's a bit weird. Must be. Okay, back to 1-1. I want to see that again. I just want to see now who we get in the quarterfinals. Come on, Striker Brown, you need to pull your socks up, mate, because you're a bit useless at the moment. If you're not injured, you're crap. So come on, sort yourself out. Okay, Diamande. We'll put Bockin over there. He's not a fullback, but he can do a job. Marler can come in. Elise. And Bailey in for Shishon, I think. That'll do us. Okay, so what's going on here now? City now beating Fiorentina. Marseille are beating Leipzig 3-1 now. So Marseille are going to go through. Poor. What a save from Chevalier. My right fullback there was useless. He just let the man run right past him. Oh, Leipzig have got one back. Leipzig 2, Marseille 3. I'm not sure what it was in the first leg. a game. So we're losing 2-1 now. Oh, it's been disallowed, that one. That's the first opposition goal that has gone to VAR tonight. Okay, so maybe this defensive tactic is not foolproof then. So a 2-1 loss there. What's that? We got away with that tonight, and the win does not hide how terrible that performance was. I did hit the right button there, didn't I? That's a bit weird. Newcastle get the job done. We've actually got Marseille. So it's City versus Newcastle, Barcelona versus United. We've got the easiest tie of the lot there. We've got Marseille, but we are at home first. I did say that before, didn't I? That always happens to me. So the early rounds, like the last 16, or even if you go in the playoffs, we get the away leg first, home leg second, which is obviously the preferential way. But when we get into, if we get into the quarterfinal, then it always goes home first, away second. Returning to an old club, yeah, exactly. And Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Okay, so we're playing Stuttgart now. That's a big game, that Stuttgart game, because they're second, aren't they? Right, let's put a few rest days in there. That Life is a Highway song that ITV are using is a bit of an earworm. Very annoying. Oh, brilliant. We've got 9.5 million as well. Okay, so we are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and we've got the most favourable tie we could get. We've got Marseille. So, I mean, whether we can do it or not, I don't know. But I think I'm going to go attacking first leg, defensive second leg. Right, okay. Ha, gotcha. Football Manager, got you. So that was the last game of the evening. But, oh no, hold on a minute. They've got me again. So I've just lost the last game of the evening again. And I didn't even broadcast it. How weird is that? There's so many players I wanted. Yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it? If we look at the squad, I know. Tapes wanted, Debast, Kadvashvili, Ferreira, Shishon, Musiala, Striker Brown, Diamande, Elmala, Fernandez, Bernal, Bastian, and Fort as well. I mean, to be honest, if we don't win the Champions League with that many players, and they're not wanted by two big clubs, they're wanted by the likes of Real Madrid, PSG, Manchester City. So it is a very, very good side, this, but obviously I have a bad track record in the Champions League. Okay, well, actually, it got me again, didn't it? I didn't broadcast that it was the last game of the evening, but it was, and we lost it 2-1. So they've got me again. Although I do have the last laugh because it was a two-legged game and I won the first leg. In fact, I battered him in the first leg. So I'm not quite sure what all that was about, really. Right, okay. So we will be back then on, let's have a quick look now. Okay, so Champions League is played in April now, the 10th and the 18th. We've got Kaiserslautern in between. So there's 4 games to play. If I get the time in the week, I might play those off camera. I'll just instant result them, and we can come back for Marseille on Friday at 7:30. And we may well on Friday then, we may well be able to wrap the save up. And I mean, whether I win it or lose it, you know, I think it's got to be. I can't do another season instant result in games hoping to win the Champions League. I think it's probably time to move on. I'm getting a little bit bored with it. I'm sure everybody else is. If I have a Champions League curse, I have a Champions League curse. There's not a lot I can do, but we'll see how it goes. Friday, we may well get round to setting up the women's save. Like I say, the more I think about it now, I will play those 4 games off camera. Got plenty of time in the week. I'll do that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that, Craig. Thanks for coming in, mate. Thanks for contributing. Thanks to everybody who's come in tonight and contributed. And if you subscribe to the channel, once again, thanks very much. If there is anybody left in the stream and you've not subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button. Helps the channel no end. Okay, we'll be back at 7:30, hopefully on Friday evening. And hopefully by that time, England will have won their first game in the World Cup as well. And we can all be quite happy about that one. Okay, that's, yeah, thanks, Trev. Thanks very much. If you don't win the Champions League with that squad, I call it quits. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Trev, because that makes me feel a bit better. Because I have a feeling I'm not going to win it. But yeah, like you say, if you can't win it with that squad, then it's time to give up, isn't it, really? And just try something. I'm ready for something new now. Ready for something new and different. And the women's save, if it's going to be Portsmouth, will be very different for me. So, okay, like I say, going to end the stream now. Friday night, 7:30, I'll be back and we'll do it all again, and let's try and win the Champions League for the second time of asking with Bayern Munich. Okay, thanks very much to everybody, and that is the end of the stream tonight.